Hello, my friends. Today, let's take a gentle journey into a topic that might just shift how you look at something as simple as snacking. If you've ever reached for a handful of nuts, maybe almonds, walnuts, or something a little more unique, you're not alone. They're crunchy, satisfying, and feel like a smart choice. But what if I told you that some of these small bites carry big benefits, while others may have hidden risks you haven't thought about? For many older adults in America, even small changes in our daily eating habits can create a ripple effect, helping to lift our energy, support our heart, and nurture our overall well-being. And that's why today we're going to gently uncover 4 kinds of nuts that hold the power to support your health in meaningful ways. So, as you settle in, maybe with a warm cup of tea nearby, ask yourself, what's really in that handful you enjoy? Are those little bites helping your body thrive, or quietly working against you? Let's explore this together, with open hearts and curious minds. And as always, remember, you're not alone on this path. Small steps can lead to big changes, and the best time to begin is always now. Support your heart, memory, and immune system, while also learning about 4 types of nuts you might want to approach with a little more caution, due to hidden calories, common allergens, or other surprising concerns. By the time we finish today's conversation, you'll have a clearer picture of which nuts can truly support healthy aging and which ones might not be as helpful as they seem. So take a moment for yourself, settle into your favorite chair, maybe with that soothing cup of tea, and let's begin this heartwarming journey together. Let's start with the 4 must-eat nuts for a healthier, more vibrant life. We'll explore each one thoughtfully, highlighting the benefits, possible drawbacks, and simple, enjoyable ways to include them in your everyday routine. First up, almonds, the heart's loyal friend. These little wonders have been celebrated across centuries, not just for their pleasant crunch and flavor, but also for their powerful health-boosting properties. If you've ever wandered down the snack aisle, you've likely seen almonds in many forms: raw, roasted, sliced, made into butter or milk. But what makes this tiny nut such a giant in the world of wellness, especially for older adults? The magic lies in its heart-protecting qualities. Almonds are rich in monounsaturated fats, the so-called good fats, which help lower harmful LDL cholesterol while raising the protective HDL cholesterol. This natural balancing act can significantly reduce your risk of heart disease. If your doctor has mentioned keeping an eye on your cholesterol, or if heart health is a priority for you, a simple handful of almonds a day may be one of the easiest steps toward protecting your heart. But the story doesn't end there. Almonds are also a rich source of magnesium, a vital mineral that supports healthy blood pressure, steady nerve function, and the smooth operation of your muscles, including the most important one, your heart. Many older adults have lower magnesium levels than they realize, which can lead to issues like high blood pressure, muscle cramps, or even irregular heartbeat. By making almonds part of your daily routine, you're giving your body a natural, gentle boost in this essential mineral. There's also beauty in the benefits almonds bring to your skin. Packed with vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant, almonds help defend your skin against oxidative stress, the very thing that speeds up aging. That means fewer wrinkles, better hydration, and even some protection from sun damage. If you're searching for a natural, nourishing way to keep your skin glowing, almonds may quietly become your favorite companion. Now, a gentle reminder: as with many good things in life, moderation is key. Almonds are high in healthy fats, but also in calories. So about 23 almonds, or roughly 1 ounce a day, is just right. And be mindful of those flavored versions coated in chocolate or honey. While they might taste delightful, added sugars and fats can turn your healthy snack into more of a dessert. And of course, if you or someone close to you has a tree nut allergy, it's best to steer clear. Almonds are truly a nutritional treasure, supporting your heart, your muscles, and even your skin, with just a simple handful each day. But if almonds are your heart's best friend, the next nut may just be your brain's strongest ally. Let's talk about walnuts, the ultimate brain booster. Have you ever noticed that a walnut looks like a tiny brain? It's a gentle reminder from nature, perhaps, because walnuts are among the most powerful foods for supporting cognitive health. Whether you're hoping to sharpen your memory, support brain function over time, or lower the risk of cognitive decline, walnuts deserve a special place on your plate. What makes them so remarkable? One word: omega-3s. Walnuts are incredibly rich in alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid that's been linked to improved brain performance, reduced inflammation, and protection against age-related cognitive challenges. These healthy fats nourish your brain cells, helping them stay flexible and communicate efficiently. It's like giving your mind a gentle daily tune-up. And there's more. Walnuts are also filled with antioxidants and important nutrients like vitamin E, folate, and polyphenols, all of which work together to combat inflammation and oxidative stress, two of the major factors behind brain aging. If you've ever found yourself forgetting where you placed your keys, or walking into a room wondering why you're there, you're not alone. These moments happen to all of us, but nourishing your brain with foods like walnuts can help support clarity and focus over time. So, whether you sprinkle them on your morning oatmeal, toss them into a salad, or enjoy a few as an afternoon snack, know that each bite is a small investment in your brain's long-term vitality. And isn't it comforting to know that something so simple and so delicious can make such a difference? We'll continue this journey together in the next section, where we explore more amazing nuts and a few to be mindful of. For now, just remember, small choices made with care can lead to big changes in how we feel, think, and live. And you deserve every bit of that goodness. You've got a snack that's not only satisfying but also deeply nourishing. Let's take a closer look at why walnuts are such a remarkable ally for healthy aging. One of their greatest gifts is their ability to reduce inflammation throughout the body. Why does this matter so much? Because chronic inflammation plays a central role in many age-related conditions, especially cognitive decline, memory issues, and even serious conditions like Alzheimer's disease. Fighting inflammation isn't just about comfort. It's about protecting your brain and preserving the moments, memories, and clarity that make life so meaningful. But the story gets even better. Walnuts are rich in antioxidants, those tiny defenders that help shield your brain cells from damage. In fact, several studies have shown that people who regularly eat walnuts may experience better memory, faster processing speed, and improved overall brain function. So, if keeping your mind sharp and your thoughts clear is important to you, this humble nut deserves a special place in your kitchen. Worried about blood sugar? Walnuts offer a hidden benefit there too. Research suggests they may improve insulin sensitivity, making them a smart, steady snack for those managing pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes. Thanks to their unique blend of healthy fats, fiber, and protein, walnuts help slow digestion and prevent those sudden blood sugar spikes that can leave you feeling tired or unwell. That said, a little goes a long way. Like most nuts, walnuts are calorie-dense, so about 14 walnut halves per day is a healthy and balanced serving. Some folks find their flavor a bit bitter due to natural tannins. But here's a gentle tip. Lightly roasting or soaking them can soften the taste, making them much more enjoyable. And because walnuts contain a high amount of oil, they're best stored in the fridge or freezer in an airtight container to stay fresh and delicious. In short, walnuts are a brain-loving, heart-protecting, and blood sugar-friendly superfood. Making them a regular part of your daily routine can be a small, comforting habit with long-lasting rewards for your mind and body. Now let's shift to something a little greener: pistachios, the clever choice for smart snacking and healthy weight management. Pistachios are more than just a tasty treat at social gatherings. They're a quiet powerhouse for those who want to maintain a healthy weight without giving up the joy of snacking. With their beautiful green color and naturally satisfying crunch, Pistachios make healthy eating feel like a pleasure, not a chore. One of their most appealing qualities is their calorie content. Compared ounce for ounce to almonds or walnuts, pistachios are slightly lower in calories. This doesn't mean you can eat them endlessly, but it does make them a figure-friendly choice if you're watching your portions. For anyone who enjoys snacking but wants to stay mindful, pistachios can offer a satisfying middle ground. They're also rich in both protein and fiber, two essential ingredients that help you feel full longer. That feeling of fullness, called satiety, is incredibly helpful when you're trying to avoid overeating or reaching for less nutritious options. Pistachios offer a naturally balanced combination of protein, fiber, and heart-healthy fats that help curb hunger and keep your energy steady. But their benefits don't end there. Pistachios are also excellent for eye health. They contain lutein and zeaxanthin, two powerful antioxidants that help protect your eyes from age-related macular degeneration. As we grow older, our eyes become more sensitive to damage from screens and sunlight. But these compounds act like tiny shields, helping you preserve clear, healthy vision for years to come. Even with all these wonderful qualities, pistachios, like any nut, are still energy-dense. A mindful serving size is about 49 pistachios, roughly 1 ounce, which is more pieces than most nuts. Thanks to their smaller size, this makes them especially satisfying, both visually and physically. And of course, if you have a tree nut allergy, it's important to speak with your doctor before adding pistachios, or any new nuts, into your diet. Pistachios are a delightful way to nourish your body, protect your eyes, and enjoy a snack that feels like a treat. Try pairing them with a bit of fresh fruit, or a spoonful of low-sugar yogurt for a light, nutritious bite that supports your goals and satisfies your taste buds. As we continue, we'll look at one more super nut to embrace, and then shift our focus to a few you might want to be cautious with. Because when it comes to your health, every small, thoughtful choice matters, and you deserve to feel your best, each and every day. Are technically the healthy kind. The sheer volume makes it easy to overdo it, especially if you're casually snacking without measuring. For older adults trying to manage their weight or support heart health, this high fat content can quickly add up in ways that may not be helpful. Macadamia nuts can certainly be enjoyed now and then. They're luxurious, creamy, and satisfying, but they should be seen more as an occasional treat rather than a daily staple. If you do include them, try to savor just a few and pair them with lower-calorie, fiber-rich foods like berries or sliced vegetables to balance things out. And as always, be mindful of added salt or sugary coatings often found in store-bought varieties, which can undo the benefits and add stress to your heart and circulation. But let's go back for a moment to a nut that may not often make the front page, yet offers tremendous power in the smallest doses. Brazil nuts, the quiet guardians of your thyroid. These large crescent-shaped nuts aren't always the first to land in your snack bowl. But when it comes to supporting thyroid function and strengthening your immune system, they stand tall. Brazil nuts are nature's richest source of selenium, a trace mineral that plays an essential role in regulating thyroid hormones. Your thyroid acts like the body's internal thermostat, controlling metabolism, energy levels, and even how you process emotion and stress. As we age, keeping this system balanced becomes even more important. Even a mild selenium deficiency can quietly throw things off, leading to fatigue, weight fluctuations, mood changes, and brain fog. Brazil nuts offer a natural, food-based way to replenish your selenium levels and help keep your metabolism humming along smoothly. Selenium also works with vitamin E and other antioxidants to combat oxidative stress, a major contributor to both aging and chronic diseases. Beyond the thyroid, selenium boosts immune function, helping your body stay resilient through seasonal illness and the normal wear and tear of life. But here's the key. Brazil nuts are incredibly potent. Just 1 or 2 nuts a day can meet your entire selenium needs. Eating more than that regularly can actually become harmful, leading to symptoms like brittle nails, stomach discomfort, and even nerve issues, a condition known as selenium toxicity. So think of Brazil nuts not as a handful snack, but as a small, daily ritual, one that's powerful and precise. If you find their texture a little dry or intense, try chopping a Brazil nut and sprinkling it over your morning oatmeal, blending it into a smoothie, or mixing it with a few other nuts and seeds. They also pair beautifully with yogurt or fresh fruit, turning an everyday breakfast into a nutrient-packed powerhouse. So far, we've explored 4 remarkable nuts: almonds for the heart, walnuts for the brain, pistachios for smart snacking and eye health, and Brazil nuts for thyroid and immune support. Each one brings something unique, and when eaten in balance, they can be powerful allies in your wellness journey. But just as important as knowing what to include is understanding what to be cautious with. Not all nuts are equal when it comes to supporting older adults' health. Some come with more risks than benefits, especially if you're managing your weight, your heart, or certain health sensitivities. Let's take a closer look at 4 nuts that may need to stay in the occasional treat category or be avoided altogether. First, macadamia nuts, the calorie bomb in disguise. These buttery, indulgent nuts are often found in decadent desserts and gourmet snack mixes. And while they do contain monounsaturated fats, the same kind found in olive oil, their high calorie and fat content can easily sneak past your daily goals. With over 200 calories and 21 grams of fat in just a single ounce, about 10 to 12 nuts, it's easy to see how a small handful can become a calorie overload. If you love the richness of macadamias, consider enjoying them sparingly. A couple of pieces paired with fresh fruit or unsweetened yogurt can still feel like a treat without tipping the scale. And always be wary of added sugars or salt, which are commonly added to enhance their already indulgent taste. As we continue, we'll explore 3 more nuts to be mindful of, and what you can choose instead. Because healthy aging isn't about restriction, it's about making thoughtful, empowering choices that bring joy, balance, and nourishment to your life. And you, more than anyone, deserve that kind of care. Can be a flavorful addition to many dishes, but they're another nut worth approaching with mindfulness, especially for older adults aiming to protect their health and energy. But before we explore pine nuts, let's briefly revisit macadamia nuts and peanuts, 2 popular choices that, while not inherently harmful, come with unique concerns. Macadamia nuts, with their soft, creamy texture and mildly sweet flavor, feel almost like dessert, and that's exactly the problem. Unlike the firm crunch of almonds or the shell-on ritual of pistachios, macadamias are incredibly easy to overeat. Handful after handful can quickly lead to hundreds of extra calories, something that's easy to miss until the scale or your energy levels reflect it. And it's not just the calories. Many commercially sold macadamia nuts come coated in sugar, salt, or even butter. Whether they're honey roasted, dipped in chocolate, or included in rich snack mixes. These added sugars and saturated fats are especially unhelpful if you're keeping an eye on your blood pressure or cholesterol. If you do love macadamias, and many do, the key is mindful portioning. Try purchasing pre-portioned packs or using just a few to add flavor to meals instead of snacking straight from a container. A sprinkle of chopped macadamias on a salad or a spoonful in a homemade trail mix can give you that luxurious taste without going overboard. Remember, these aren't bad nuts. But if your focus is heart health or weight management, it's best to treat them like an occasional indulgence, not a daily habit. Now, let's turn to peanuts, a classic American staple found in everything from peanut butter sandwiches to ballpark snacks. They're affordable, widely loved, and packed with protein. But they come with their own set of hidden risks, especially for those with sensitivities or health conditions. For starters, peanuts aren't technically nuts. They're legumes, in the same family as beans and lentils. While that may seem like a fun fact, it matters. Some people with tree nut allergies can tolerate peanuts, while others react severely to both. Unfortunately, peanut allergies are among the most serious, and reactions can be life-threatening. If you or someone close to you has a peanut allergy, complete avoidance is not just important, it's essential. But even beyond allergies, there's another concern: aflatoxins. These are toxic compounds produced by certain molds that can grow on peanuts, especially when stored in warm, humid environments. Aflatoxins have been linked to liver damage and may increase the risk of liver cancer. While the U.S. does regulate aflatoxin levels carefully, the risk is higher with bulk peanuts or those stored improperly for long periods. Then, there's the issue of additives. Many peanut products, especially peanut butters and snack peanuts, are heavily processed. Hydrogenated oils, added sugars, and large amounts of salt are common, and all of these can contribute to inflammation, weight gain, and heart disease over time. Even seemingly simple roasted peanuts are often coated in flavorings or sweet glazes that turn a healthy-sounding snack into a less than ideal choice. If peanuts are a favorite of yours, choose wisely. Look for natural peanut butters made from 100% peanuts, with no added sugar or oils. Be mindful of your portions and store peanuts in a cool, dry place to reduce the risk of mold contamination. Peanuts can be part of a balanced diet, but their allergy potential, risk of contamination, and frequent unhealthy processing make them something to enjoy with care, not abandon entirely. Now, let's gently continue our exploration with pine nuts. Tiny seeds with a buttery taste often used to elevate dishes with flavor and elegance. And a cozy place in seasonal traditions. Chestnuts differ significantly from the nutrient-dense profile most people expect when they think of nuts. Chestnuts are low in fat and protein, two nutrients that typically make nuts such a satisfying, energy-boosting snack. Instead, they're primarily composed of carbohydrates, with a texture and nutritional profile closer to that of sweet potatoes or brown rice. While this makes them lower in calories and fat than other nuts, it also means they won't provide the long-lasting satiety or steady energy that options like almonds or pistachios can offer. That said, chestnuts do have some redeeming qualities. They're a good source of vitamin C, a rare find among nuts, which helps support immune function and collagen production. They also contain small amounts of potassium and B vitamins, offering a bit of support for heart health and energy metabolism. And for anyone looking to reduce fat intake or avoid cholesterol-heavy snacks, chestnuts can be a light, seasonal option. However, they're not without their downsides. Because chestnuts are high in starch and low in fiber, they can cause a rapid rise in blood sugar, something to be mindful of if you're managing diabetes or trying to maintain stable energy levels throughout the day. Plus, fresh chestnuts are highly perishable and require cooking before they're eaten, making them less convenient than other nuts. Pre-packaged roasted versions often contain added sugar or salt, which further diminishes their health appeal. If you enjoy chestnuts, there's no need to give them up entirely. They can still be part of a festive meal, or used in hearty dishes like soups or stuffing, but they're best enjoyed occasionally, not as a daily snack for health purposes. To recap, while pine nuts and chestnuts can bring flavor and tradition to your table, they aren't the most practical or nutritious options for everyday snacking. Pine nuts are delicate, costly, and come with potential aftertaste issues, while chestnuts, though comforting and sweet, lack the proteins and healthy fats that make most nuts such powerhouses for energy and wellness. As always, the key to healthy aging and balanced nutrition isn't just choosing the right foods. It's choosing them with care, intention, and a little bit of joy. Whether it's a handful of walnuts to keep your mind sharp, or a sprinkle of almonds to support your heart, the choices you make each day are small steps toward a stronger, more vibrant you. And every step, no matter how small, truly matters. Sometimes it's the smallest changes, like choosing the right kind of nut, that can lead to the biggest improvements in how we feel, think, and age gracefully. Chestnuts, while warm and nostalgic with their creamy texture and naturally sweet flavor, may not be the best choice if your goal is to fuel your body with heart-healthy fats and lasting energy. Unlike almonds and walnuts, which are rich in monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, known to protect the heart and fight inflammation, chestnuts contain very little fat. That means they offer less support when it comes to cardiovascular health, satiety, and managing cholesterol levels. Another concern is their higher glycemic index. Since chestnuts are primarily carbohydrates, they tend to cause a quicker rise in blood sugar, something that can be challenging for individuals managing diabetes, prediabetes, or insulin resistance. While their gentle sweetness is part of their charm, it's important to keep in mind how they may impact blood sugar stability. In terms of nutrients, chestnuts do provide small amounts of vitamin C, potassium, and B vitamins, but when compared to the mineral-rich profiles of other nuts, they fall a bit short. For example, almonds are packed with vitamin E, magnesium, and calcium, while walnuts shine with plant-based omega-3 fatty acids. Chestnuts, with less protein and fewer key nutrients, won't keep you feeling full quite as long either. Still, they do have a place. For those seeking a gluten-free, lower-fat alternative to grains, chestnuts can be a lovely option, especially when roasted or added to comforting seasonal dishes. Their mild flavor and soft texture lend themselves well to soups, stuffings, and traditional recipes from Europe and Asia. Just remember to enjoy them in moderation. If you love roasted chestnuts during the holidays, you don't have to give them up. Instead, try pairing them with a source of protein or healthy fat, like a few almonds, a slice of cheese, or some lean meat, to balance their effects on blood sugar and make the snack more satisfying. Also, be mindful of storage. Because chestnuts have a high moisture content, they're more perishable than most nuts and should be kept in the refrigerator, used within a few weeks, and checked for signs of spoilage before eating. And there you have it. 4 fantastic nuts to embrace for better health: almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts. Each one brings unique benefits for your heart, brain, metabolism, and immune system. And 4 to enjoy more cautiously: macadamia nuts, peanuts, pine nuts, and chestnuts. Not because they're bad, but because they may come with certain risks, or offer fewer nutritional rewards. Of course, everyone's body and health journey is different. So if you have specific health concerns or dietary needs, it's always wise to check in with your doctor or a registered dietitian before making changes. The most important thing to remember is this: the key to a healthy, fulfilling diet is balance, variety, and a little mindfulness. Nuts can be a delicious and simple way to bring more nourishment into your day. Just a small handful can do so much. Whether you're focused on keeping your heart strong, your mind sharp, your weight steady, or simply enjoying the little pleasures of life, the right choice of nut can support you every step of the way. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If you found this helpful, feel free to share it with someone you care about. Because sometimes, the best gift we can give each other is the encouragement to care gently for our health, one thoughtful bite at a time. Small steps, like simply choosing the right nuts, can lead to big, meaningful improvements in our health and quality of life, especially as we grow older. It's in these quiet, intentional choices that we find strength, balance, and joy. So here's to snacking smarter, feeling better, and embracing every day with a little more energy, a little more clarity, and a whole lot more peace of mind. Until next time, take care of yourself, stay healthy, and stay kind to your body. You deserve it.